Hi, I'm Brianna, and you're watching Dante's Boxing Nation.
Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? So Oscar De La Hoya, he just recently did an interview, and he confirmed what Billy Joe Saunders has said, which I did a video on that, because Billy Joe Saunders, he had just said about a week ago that they haven't even reached out to him, Golden Boy and Canelo Alvarez, and if they don't reach out to him, he's going to move on. He said he hasn't heard anything from them. And Oscar De La Hoya just confirmed that they have not been negotiating with BJ Saunders. In fact, he says that BJ is not even a front runner. He says he doesn't even know where these rumors came from. Oscar says he's headed to Mexico so he can talk to Canelo and figure out who the next opponent is going to be. Now, from listening to Canelo and Canelo's trainer, it seemed like they were actually interested in the BJ Saunders fight. It seems like Oscar De La Hoya is the one who's not really interested in the fight. And that probably has something to do with BJ coming off of a terrible performance. That's why Oscar doesn't want the fight. Now, I truly believe that Oscar, he wants to either make Canelo versus Golovkin 3, and if he can't get Canelo to fight Golovkin, he wants to make Canelo versus Demetrius Andrade. Because we already know this is the fight that Eddie Hearn wants. Obviously, this is the fight that the other champion, Demetrius Andrade, and DAZN wants. They want Canelo to either fight Golovkin or Demetrius Andrade. Now, I'm going to just say this. When it comes to Oscar De La Hoya, you can say whatever you want to say about him, but he practices what he preaches. What I mean by that is when Oscar was fighting, when he was in his prime, he fought the best in his weight class, the main weight class that he fought at, which was 147. He fought the best at 147, when it was nothing but beast in that division. From the likes of Ike Corte to Pernell Whitaker to Felix Tito Trinidad, to Shane Mosley, and the list just goes on and on. He fought some animals at 147, okay? So when he says that he wants Canelo Alvarez to fight the best, because that's what he said. A year ago, Oscar De La Hoya, he said, if Canelo wants to be great, he's going to have to fight the likes of Demetrius Andrade and Jamal Charlo. And this was before they were champions. Now both of them are champions in Canelo Alvarez's division. So that puts more pressure on Canelo Alvarez. So the question is, should Canelo Alvarez listen to his promoter, who's already been in his shoes before and already fought the best fighters in his divisions that he campaigned at? Or should Canelo listen to his diehard fans that tells him to duck everyone? Because if you listen to a Canelo fan, they'll say, no, Canelo, don't fight Demetrius Andrade. Don't fight Jamal Charlo. Because those fighters are too dangerous. You may not be good enough to beat them. And if you lose to them, do you know how bad that will make us look? Because this is pretty much the translation when you read the comments from these Canelo fans. They don't deserve to fight Canelo, etc., etc., etc. You guys know you would never hear an Errol Spence fan, a Terrence Crawford fan, a Deontay Wilder fan saying, I don't want to see my guy fight against those other undefeated champions in his own division. You would never hear fans say that of a Wilder, a Spence, or a Crawford, and we know that to be the case. So why are Canelo Alvarez fans begging and urging Canelo to avoid these champions in his own division? It could only be one logical explanation, and we already know what it is. So now that Oscar De La Hoya eliminates BJ Saunders as the front runner, this takes the suspense to the next level, because I can't see Canelo fighting Caleb Smith next, even though Caleb Smith also came off of one of his worst performances. I mean, once again, I truly believe Oscar is pushing for a Golovkin fight. And if he can't get Canelo to take the Golovkin fight, they're going to push for the Demetrius Andrade fight. And we know these are two fights that Canelo and Team Canelo does not want. So once again, where does he go from here? It'll be interesting to see who he decides to pick. But I tell you right now, if it's another Rocky Fielding type opponent, Canelo is going to receive some serious backlash. Let's see where he goes from here. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one.